This is your November Energy Uplevel. In this video, I'm going to be presenting you with 7 channeled messages, insights for the month of November. And these insights can give you incredible information to uplevel yourself and your life in this season. So, welcome. My name is Hazel. I am a visionary artist and writer, as well as a mentor of the deep feminine. Now, my work is all about being visionary and channeling the greater wisdom of our higher selves. And this is what I bring in. I bring this into my artwork, I bring this into my writing, I bring this into the sessions that I facilitate and the year training with women. And I'm bringing this into these monthly recordings for you so that you can get an insight into the energies that are available for you to work with, to uplevel yourself during every seasonal change. So this month we are in the month of November and we are in the northern hemisphere, so we are dealing with the winter energies, autumn and winter energies that are coming in. So I'm going to be deepening our journey, offering a deepening of your journey in this video for that. Now, the new cycle of my year training for women has started, which is really exciting, the sovereign journey. And I'm going to be bringing little pieces of that into this reading for you because it's so profound how we, how I deliver the work of the deep feminine into this journey for women. And we are working with the energy of the wise woman at the moment. So, so let's begin. What I want to say first of all is you might be thinking, wow, why didn't you give this recording at the beginning of November, right? So as you've probably been feeling, there is a lot of really incredible, powerful, intense energies going on from the end of October with the Samhain portal opening, the Halloween, the Day of the Dead, this really energy of death, transformation and invitation for rebirth that is coming through this portal of letting go and surrender, right? Now I'm offering these energy up levels, but I'm also living and embodying and moving through it myself and really waiting for the right time to be able to deliver these messages to you. So they might be before the month, they might be right on the day of the month, and sometimes they might be a little bit afterwards. So I'm really hoping that this message is going to not only give you a little bit of insight into reflecting on the first half of November, but also bring it into alignment with what you're bringing in for the second half of November. And this is a little bit of what I've been going through at the moment, is how to bridge the gap between our past and our future, and bringing those, collapsing the timelines, bringing those into alignment to being greater presence of our self-mastery right here, right now. So this is what I'm going through, this is what I'm embodying and bringing into my work on all different levels and sharing with the women that choose to journey with me on the sovereign journey. So this is why sometimes it might be the middle of November, but there's incredible information here for you to tap into and to reflect how the last couple of weeks have been for you, and how we can bridge a better way, perhaps, or a more up-leveled way as we continue into the rest of November. So let's start with the messages, the channel messages. We've got 7 today. So number 1 message is wonder who you are. These were the messages that I got right at the end of October as I started preparing for this video. And the message was, wonder who you are. Now, first of all, the first thing that came through with this is about stepping, if you feel like you've come off your path, is stepping back onto the path, finding a way to come back onto the path. Now, I know that this has been really challenging the first beginning weeks of November. I've been finding this myself as well, but it's like, okay, where is the path? Where am I? Where do I want to be? Where have I been? And just this relaxation into wondering who you are, letting the space come open. And so when I tuned back into these messages today, just before doing this video, the up level of that was to remember who you are. And this deep remembrance, last month I spoke about the ruby slippers and don't forget your slippers to return home to the truth of who you are. This is like the next phase of that. This is really this taking the path to remember again, a greater level, a greater version of who you are. And this comes in this season through the portal of letting go and surrender and opening up into a space of unknown that we do not know yet. But through that, we take the passageway so that we can wander, wander in our minds, in our thoughts, in our visions, who we are. Through our creations, we can take that wandering path. We might even want to actually take a pilgrimage. I think this is a incredible time for taking walks. In fact, I really should invite myself out to walk more at the moment. But the point is to take that pathway and to choose to take that pathway and to wander, open up that space for a greater vision, a greater picture of yourself to come through, but not needing necessarily to know what the answers are right now. It's all an energy. So open up the energy space to remember who you are, how you come into alignment with the truth of who you are and your essence. So number 2, the first message was be in your own energy. And again, I had a slight adjustment with looking at this one right now. And I wanted to adjust it to be in your light. So these are similar things, to be in your own energy and to be in your light. And as we're going into this winter season here in the Northern Hemisphere, this really is about finding, as you're on your path of remembering who you are and wondering who you are on the path, finding and keeping and maintaining that light within. Now, sometimes that light within, as we are letting go and surrendering, can really feel like we're losing it, like we have to let go of it all. And the key here thing is, even if we can't feel it all the time, is to remember, if we can't see it, to trust in that light of ourselves, in the light of our soul, our essence, our being, the light of our heart, the guidance of the deep love that's within us. And even if it's just a little flame right now, as we're going into this dark season, to remember that be in the energy of your own heart flame, the energy of your own light that is within you. So this is the message as we go and we walk and we take this path into the dark season. Don't forget to carry your light. Don't forget who you truly are. So message number 3 is give way to the new. So this is really an incredible seasonal reminder, just like we see the leaves falling off the trees and it's turning into autumn and then into winter. And yeah, I get it, like I'm trying to align with nature and I can see that I have to, go back in my cave, let the plants die, let things die within me. But really, I'm really seeing a big up level this year compared to last year of simultaneously knowing, even if we don't fully know what it is, we are releasing, like letting it go, letting the old ways of our behavior go, letting anything that is in our lives that is totally out of alignment, that has a resonance that doesn't make us come alive, a resonance of this is not moving me, this is not evolving me, anything like that. This is really the time to surrender into the space of your soul, letting go of all of that behind. Now, change and letting go are, can be really challenging, and sometimes the universe, sometimes life, forces us into those positions because our soul is really ready to birth through us, and our soul is really ready to lead, So this is the message of this season. We can facilitate ourselves into our greater evolution by giving way to the new, even if we don't know what the new is. I'm really experiencing this at the moment. There's a lot of incredible new something available. But I haven't ever created it before because I've never lived that part of me before. But I have to surrender to that possibility. and let everything that is out of resonance with this higher vibration of myself that wants to come through, let it go, you know. And now is a perfect time to be doing this. So give way to the new. Don't try to repeat what you used to do. Don't try to fall back into those comfort zones, because that's what happens. Even in, you know, even this time of winter, it's like, oh yeah, Christmas is coming in, better get the Christmas decorations up. Ask yourself the question, do I really want these Christmas decorations in my house right now? You might say no. It might be different from last year. Just these simple things, right, that catalyze our ignition into letting go of our old ways and creating new ways. So it might be something just as simple as that. Saying, I'm not ready for this right now. You know, I am in this process of change. You know, when Christmas is, you know, more on my doorstep, then will I start embracing the energies of the Yule energies and the end of year energies there. Just an example. Anyway, moving on to number 4. No more hide and seek. Now, this is really multi-layered again, because that which we hid under the carpet, as in denied or wanted to hide away or transcend out of, is coming back to show itself. Now, this can manifest in several different ways. I truly believe that, you know, in the spiritual communities, my judgment, how I've witnessed and experienced things, even within myself, you know, sometimes we want to transcend and we want to be, I want the liberation of being in love and light all the time. But the fact is that if we haven't dealt with that which is below, in our lower chakras, in our lower energies, in the deeper, darker energies, they are going to resurface some way. And so this is just the same as sweeping stuff under the carpet and putting it down there and hoping that it's going to go away. But the thing is, it's not going to go away. Perhaps it doesn't have to be, you know, as difficult as we think it will be to look at these things. But the invitation is, be in control of lifting up the carpet and looking underneath. Be in control of the hide, no longer hiding, but being the seeker. To find out all the dirt that's under the carpets, to clean out, you know, to wipe away those old cobwebs so that new webs of creation can be created. You know, the beautiful spider energy of creation and weaving and connecting the dots. So take away the old cobwebs so a new creation can be created. To lift up the carpet so that so that the dirt can come out and be cleaned, right? I realized that I've just mixed messages 4 and 5. Apparently that's what wanted to happen. So these messages were, number 4 was no more hide and seek, and number 5 was lift up the carpet. So I've kind of combined those, like, okay, there's no more hiding, no more shoving anything under the carpet. We become the seeker, we become the finder of the gifts that we are, you know. Let's just bring it out into the open, see it for what it is, speak the truth around it, lift up the carpet and clean it out, right? So that we can, I will talk about this forever. There is no transcendence. You can't, it literally is not, I believe it's literally not possible to reach those realms of greater expansion if we don't clean out the whole vessel. And that means cleaning out the dirt, cleaning out the things we don't want to see. And like I said last time, this is about stretching so that we go deeper, so that we can go higher. And it's quite something to learn how to work in this way. But ultimately, this is what we're looking for. You know, it's liberation of the truth of who we are. So we need to go there. So let's go to number 6. This is quite a nice one. Links on from what I was speaking about. Prepare for evolution, revolution, and relovution. So prepare for evolution, revolution, and relovution. So this is kind of connecting those first messages together. Because we're being invited to take the path, to remember who we are, to shine our light through this pathway, to let go of the old, even though we may have attachments to it in whatever form that is. Let go of, let's not cause separation in life, but separate ourselves from that which no longer serves us, egotistically. Let's reveal it. We won't hide it. We will show it. We will lift it up. We will lift the carpet up. And all of this contributes towards our own personal evolution. So right now, in yourself, in relating, and in the greater picture of what you're creating in the collective, it is an incredible evolutionary time right now. And it is happening, whether you like it or not, whether we like it or not, whether the person across the road likes it or not. It is happening. This evolution is happening, and it's happening faster than it's ever happened before, because different energies are available right now. And this is the exciting thing, is when you can choose to shift to a different way of being. You can make those different choices to break the old patterns. You can get into a faster evolutionary path, and that's what's exciting about these times. So evolution, yes, and we can facilitate ourselves into a greater, faster evolution, because we're helped right now with everything that's happening. We can actually supercharge our evolution. Revolution. So revolution, as in, there is this kind of teenage energy around at the moment. It's been around for a while, where this new life has been rebirthed, let's say through the portal of 2020, this new life has been rebirthed, it's coming out, and now it's like this teenage energy is around, where we feel like that kind of rebellious energy. We want a revolution, we want change, we want something else than that has been before. This comes back to point number 3, to give way to the new. The revolution is to give way to the new. And what is the new? When I talk about the deep feminine wisdom, I'm talking about the ancient new that is available. And this is through the portal of the deep feminine, through the portal of the pure masculine, and through the portal of these energies coming together in divine union. The unification, this is what nature's all about. It's constantly in divine union with itself, like synergizing and alchemizing and creating something new. And that's ultimately what we are as human beings, is searching for this. So there is this energy, as we are feeling this new energy that's wanting to evolve and come out through us, there is also this energy of revolution. Now, this is really powerful at this time, because we're in the energy of the wise woman, the crone, the witch, this powerful, deep feminine energy right now in the darkness. Possibility for transmutation and transformation. Revolution is available, and the seeds of revolution are available first and foremost within ourselves. How can we revolutionize our lives? How can we start to seed those seeds for change that are going to be planted in the ground right now, that are going to work their way through the winter time and then come out next spring? This is the time now. And then the next one, relovution. So, it's a beautiful play on words, isn't it? Love it. So relovution. Let us have this evolution that takes us through to revolution, that ignites that fire within us to come to relovution. We find a greater way to love and connect once again. The deeper way of love, the ancient new way of love. And what does that mean? Well, you know, to take the path to understand what that means. I really, even though this is my path, I truly actually really believe there's very few who really know how to live and embody the essence of love and unity and what that really means. You know, I think it's something that's really starting to crack open the old way, because this love and connection and unity is being asked for in each and every one of us. I certainly noticed that with the path that I've been on these last couple of years, to really choose through all of the catastrophic circumstances that go on, is through that darkness, through that falling to the ground and just not knowing how to do it, not knowing how to keep the light alive within the heart. That's where you choose for love. That's where you choose for the heart and the way to be guided by the heart. And this is the revolution. Revolution. Let us be guided by the heart and by love, people. Yeah. This leads on to number 7, the last message for this energy up level for November. The gates are open. This was the message. And this kind of feels like, well, you know, there's many different places where, you know, the gates can be open. You could have the gates open to the cemetery, you know, because right now we're dealing with these energies of death and transformation. So the energies of the gates to the releasing can be open. The gates to the surrender and the giving back to the earth, these are open. Equally, on the opposite side, so we've got the earth side that I've just talked about. Equally, on the opposite side, we've got the gates. You know, the gates that are open to our higher consciousness. The gates of portals of our consciousness that can open to greater realms. Very much third eye energy comes in at this time, as well as the lower chakra energies. So the gates are open, and that means that transformation is possible. And this is like the overall message. So what I've noticed in these last couple of energy reports that I've done is that there is really, I mean, everything that I do is like a journey. So this really, from the beginning message to the end message, it's a whole story complete in itself. And this is the conclusion, is that the gates are open, is that love is available to remember who you are and shine your light, you know. And of course, this is a message that could be given at any time of year, but why is it particularly strong at this time of year? And in this November, we're just coming out of the eclipse seasons, right? Almost there. Energy is going to carry forward for another several months, but this is a choice point. You know, we can choose: are we going to repeat the old way, or are we going to really choose a new way this time? That's really, even if we don't know how to do it, just do whatever it takes to align ourselves to the greatest of who we are, in alignment with love, with our heart energy, with connection, with, you know, with loving ourselves, each other, and what we do and create. And this is the fire that can burn within us in this time to carry us through the dark of the winter. This is what fuels our passion. This is what can fuel this time, that will fuel what will be growing as the spring comes around next year. This is why it's so powerful and important. So yeah, we are moving from the sovereign energies, which I spoke about before. We are moving into a time of alchemy. This is the energy again, yeah, of the witch, the shaman, the priestess, the wise woman, the crone, all of these energies, the wizard, sorcerer, magician. We're moving into a time of alchemy. How can we nurture the seeds that we have planted, the seeds that have planted at this time that are going to come alive next year? And yeah, making all of the wishes for that. So on that note, I'm going to bring my picture of the wise woman up. This one's coloured in. This one I did a couple of years ago. This is the image that we work with at this time, the wise woman. And I do the teachings around this illustration that I created for this training. And this is in the season of the wise woman that starts at Samhain and carries from the 31st of October, that carries over to the 21st of December. So this is really an invitation to put everything, to leave everything we found under the carpet, and all the old stuff, to just surrender it and give it into the cauldron. Let it be in the transformational fire for transformation, this swan energy that is going to, of transformation in itself, that be renewed. Put it all in there. Give it to the flame of your heart. Give it to transformation, and let's see what is new. Let's see what is possible. We don't know on the other side. That's the great thing about this, is that when we surrender to a greater version of ourselves, we don't know what's going to look like. But we can trust that if we follow our heart and follow our passion and follow our essence, it might not be easy, but, ultimately it's going to bring us into a great alignment of remembering who we are. So this is the beautiful messages for November. And yes, we are in this season. Samhain doesn't just happen on a day, it's a season. And so these are the energies. And this is why I am really excited to deliver this November energy up level to you, because it really is about up leveling ourselves, because we are on this spiral coursing through the universe. It's not a linear life. We are spiraling, and every time we come round another cycle, we are not at the same place. We have elevated. So how about we help facilitate ourselves, create a larger elevation every time we go around this cycle, so that we can evolve and make quantum leaps in this lifetime. This is what it's about. So yeah, check out the links below, like and subscribe my video, join my channel. What else? Yeah, really excited that the new the new cycle of the Sovereign Journey year training for women has started. You won't be able to start now until next year. We'll be starting again next October, November. But yeah, follow my work if you're interested, and get in touch nearer the time to join the cycle. Also, the Wise Women illustration in my shop on my website, I'll leave a message below. There is some merchandise and some t-shirts available with this, to actually wear and embody the energies of this illustration, the wise woman, this beautiful, powerful energy of transmutation and transformation and transmutation that is happening at the moment, so that we can evolve into the love that we are. So here is the November energy up level. Hope you've enjoyed it. Check out the links below, and yeah, subscribe, like. Have an incredible November. I hope that this has helped you alchemize your November. Some of those changes that were happening in the beginning time of November, I hope that it's given you some insight into this. And enjoy the rest of November. We will see you in December. Bye for now.